Hello, everybody. Hey, man, I couldn't do the stream last night. Got home too late, but we are back at it with the day 2 stream of this crazy KvK that we've been watching. I'm gonna lower the music a little bit more. Offside, what's up? We got Darth Beluga, the F2P buildings. Oh my gosh, I don't know why that made me laugh, bruh. But yeah, if we go ahead and take a look, a little bit of a map review. Let me go ahead and put in a lost entry. I don't know. I woke up and my throat's feeling a bit sore, but all right. So we have, of course, let me do this. Let's use the arrow of destiny here. We have 1093 on this left side. We have 960 and 2489 on this right side. And they've been going back and forth in the zone, but it's kind of stalemated a little bit. Last stream yesterday, we're taking a look if 2489 and 960 would be able to hold this fort. They were able to, and since then literally none of the territory has changed except for perhaps the burning of the forts in the back here that 1093 had before. Instead of that, 1093 was able to build this fort. I'm sure that was a pretty crazy fight where they probably built it on 60GT's face or something. 60GT also building a fort down here as well, which is new. But instead of that, everything seems to be as it was from yesterday. Currently they are fighting in this little choke point here, this little touch point. 60GT touch point versus 93T, and they're murder balling up, just a perpetual murder ball fight over and over again in this KvK. For people in the KvK, what is Alliance Outpost? Like, what is this? Yeah, I know Darth Beluga knows that they're not F2P. It's just an ongoing joke, I guess, with people, I guess, underestimating the spend level of 1093. But I've seen these Alliance Outposts. I'm not too sure what they are, but 200 backup troops or something. Oh, it's a backup troop thingy. Oh, okay, interesting. Yeah, never played with that mechanic in KvK before. We could go ahead and take a look at the bottom side here, where we were looking at 1188 perhaps taking control of this pass 8, but it looks like 1846 and their allies, 1818 and all of them, were able to gain control of this passer. They are burning the fort that is up here. By the way, we're looking from 1093's perspective today. Yesterday we were looking at 60GT and 2489. I guess we could, apparently there's fighting here. This map is really weird because there is fighting on this side. This is 1093's allies defending against the fort wall of 1846 and 1960 and 2049's allies. Then there's another fort wall here. There's another fort wall here, which is 1960s allies and defending against 1093. So it's 1188. You see SIN here, which is actually my old alliance in 1846. And they're, you know, doing their thing here. There's apparently a building here. They're building some flags. Looks like they're aggressing during 1188's downtime. So there's two fronts. So there's this front and then there's that front, and this area is just getting short squeezed by all of the different fighting in each of the different areas. So bottom zone, pretty interesting. This top zone is just literally a straight up brawl, which will probably end up in a stalemate. I don't think any of the kingdoms or any of the camps in this will actually win the zone, but we'll keep watching regardless. 1093 are from the KD F2P. I forgot. Yeah, there you go. Red Matt got the gist of the joke. Hey, Semtopia. I'm doing all right. So SP's Nevsky is 5524. I have enough gold heads to get it maxed. It's a tough question because I don't know who you don't have maxed. Like, there's higher priorities, and then if you're a mid spender, you could always buy dailies for Nevsky as well. Like, if you don't have Joan of Arc maxed, if you don't, or you don't even need Joan of Arc maxed, just 5xx5. You know, CPO, Liu Che, Zhuge Liang, Herman Prime, like all those guys are priority. Seems like 4 versus 2 passes for Kingsland. Yeah. So they have control of 1, 2, 3, 4 passes, and then they'll have control of these 2 passes. In my opinion, it does look like the bottom left camp. I forget what camp this is. Greenwood. I think Greenwood's gonna get locked out of Kingsland unless 1846. I mean, did they already do that? No, this is still win camp. Unless they want to pass share, but pass sharing's so tough in Kingsland. Perhaps Greenwood will just be this consistent threat towards these passes in pass 8, but I'm not exactly too sure what their plan would be. Cav focusing on getting the Cav marks in a good state before I start the others. Oh, you mean like you don't have like good tech on? I keep forgetting like they used to be. I mean this, I mean that. Later on, when you get into later on into the game, you definitely want one of each because you know there's so many good marches for. So many good marches for each troop type. But I get what you mean. Can I send you tomorrow to send a picture of my account to PM for advice? Sure. 93 in danger though. 689 GT, only 1 flag from 93 scale pass. Has been weakening them. They are pretty close. I was talking about how overall it was a stalemate, but these forts, like this is the line of scrimmage right here. But they have like extra territory here with 489's fort, and then the 60 GT fort actually. I think we'll potentially give I actually don't know if there'll be a wall jump situation here. Perhaps there would be. But having these 2 forts is like the extra territory they're able to gain, and there'll always be a consistent threat to these level 8 passes. But all 1093 have to do, their only job right now is to defend their zone, defend their area, and then from there, you know, hope that 1188 and the 3 pass advantage that they're able to get will be able to just, you know, win Kingsland. The thing about the zone 7s is that it's 3 days long. There's already 1 day that passed, so there's 2 more days. I don't think there'll be any threat in any of these passes from now on, but there'll be a consistent threat. Yeah, North Zone is literally just like 2 people consistently attacking each other. Let's take a look if there's anything going on in this bottom zone. Bottom zone, there's a lot more to gain because the top zone, everything's pretty much secured. This bottom zone, there is a fort wall, but Greenwood has to fight for the opportunity to get to Kingsland. They're fighting to try to get one of these 2 passes. But it's gonna be really tough because of the fort wall that's built, but that's why there's a lot more action in here, and the top zone is pretty much just like a KP trade. (1846, 1818) about to kill that fort wall. The thing is, they could just continuously back for it. If they had more than 2 days, then there'd be a threat, but the fact that there's so much time before Kingsland opens, or there's so little time before Kingsland opens, I don't think there'll be a threat for the passes, and then from then it'd be 1846 and 1818 going into Kingsland, full focusing on Kingsland. I don't know if Greenwood could break out themselves against a fort wall, you know what I mean? But we'll have to see. The allies being stagnated made this zone super messy, where this is 1093's allies, and then this is 960's allies, 1093's allies, 960's allies. So it's like ally enemy, which is why it's turned into such a weird mess that it has. Um, but yeah, they are aggressing though. They are making some territory. I'm not saying it's impossible. They could burn this 1-4, and if they don't back for it, then this will be wide open. But it's going to be very hard with the amount of time that they have. T-Will runs 3 archers, 2 cav, 1 imp, 1 siege tower. 3, 2, 1. I mean, T-Will is the archer god, so that makes sense. But yeah, I think the use of siege towers is definitely being presented in this KvK, where a lot of the top KP players, a lot of the top respected players are running siege. So it's not a gimmick anymore. It is meta. It's just, it's hard to invest in. Yeah, water will probably be... I mean, water will probably... They'll probably just keep the fort wall up and then have both camps go into Kingsland. And then if there's a threat to the fort wall, then water could come back and defend it, kind of thing. Like, it's way easier to defend a fort than attack a fort. Who deserves to start if they win? 1188 or 1093? I mean, that's between their Diplo, you know what I mean? I wouldn't exactly know, but both of them are crucial to victory. Usually it's based off of stats, and I mean, I'd assume that 1093's had more stats so far, so just with the sheer amount of fighting. Once 2268 going into KvK, I'm not too sure. I mean, Chisco dropped the video today about how they're migrating out. It's been something that I've known for a little bit, which is why I've been kind of taking a break from the game. It sucks because, you know, I'm friends with both sides. But you know, they ended up leaving, so. Ooh, this is a swarm. I'll probably make a video, post it tomorrow about my thoughts on it, but there isn't really much to say except wishing them the best. How many stars could you give per KvK? It's only the coalition that owns the ziggurat at the end of KvK, so I think that's like 5 alliances. Are people actually calling it 89 GT? That's actually pretty funny. 89 GT, the only thing that changed is they were able to build a 60 GT fort. That's all I see. I mean, everything else is burning in this area. So the question is, if things become like, you know, are the status quo, who's winning? I'd definitely say that the 1093 alliance with the 4 passes into Kingsland has a pretty good advantage. But this wouldn't be the first time 960 won a KvK with pass disadvantage going to Kingsland. The 3v5 Imperium KvK, we had, I believe, 5 passes to their 3, and they still won that KvK as well, so. Yeah, so 1846 trying to burn this as well. There's apparently some fighting going on here, although I don't see anything. Markers are sometimes delayed. And then allegedly there's fighting here. Greenwood's building up to here to try to continue burning water. So it's like a slow burn and build type of situation. Water looks like... I mean, I know 1188's in downtime. So it looks like they're on full defensive right now. Which makes sense because they have the 3 passes, right? But they are slowly but surely losing some territory. 5 stars in a coalition. It's 5 stars per alliance, yeah. Yo, what's up? What's up, yo? The pass is coming under contention, fall during KL, so people who focus there would see weakness in KL. Yeah, because they definitely want to build from here. So the reason why having a pass is super important in KL, or having the pass is super important in KL, is because if you start from here compared to here, you're gaining so much more territory. If you start from here, then the midpoint will probably be around here, and then you'll have around 60% of Kingsland compared to the 50-50 that you would if the passes were even. So that's why they're fighting so heavily for this pass, because they want to take this advantage away from them so that they can make this 50-50. Having territory in Kingsland is super crucial, because you know Kingsland is this one's not that bad. It's pretty spacious, but there's only so much teleport space in Kingsland. The more space you have, the more people you're able to port in, and then the more pressure you'll have in Kingsland, right? So at the end of the day, it's a space game. It's all about pressure. Who do I want to win? I don't really have a particular side, not gonna lie. I have friends in both sides. So if we're taking away like my biases, like, you know, Redline's my boy, he's in 960. If we're taking away my biases, it would be pretty crazy to see the 2 Imperiums win against the 4, you know what I mean? Even though 1093 is seen as the best kingdom in the game, 1188 is a really good KD. But it'd be interesting to see, you know, them pull that out, but it's gonna be hard. Yo, lordy, it's been a minute. Is anyone still in the chimp squad, or is that still a thing? .960 can just stand 938 pass when it opens and heavily delay the KL progress. That's true. That's true, but I would assume that 1093 during pass opening would be fully active, and we saw that when both of the camps are fully active, it's kind of like a stalemate. So it'd be funny if like the murder ball is here, but then they're just building out of the pass as fast as possible. Like it does bring in some very interesting scenarios of like, where would you even fight if you're 960, 2049, and 1093? Drone, I actually don't know the whole drama behind it. Like I'm actually unaware. So if that's true, then that's true. Would you say the consequence of 1093 winning would be extremely harmful and detrimental to the game, as a 1 KD is so much stronger than any other KDs in the game? That's a good point, right? Because 1093, seen as the strongest KD in the game, beating potentially number 2 and 3 in 960 and 2049. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to answer that question. You could say that, I don't know, if it does happen, then 1093 would be, at least there's something for 960 and 2049 to chase, you know. Like iron sharpens iron type of vibe, but at the same time, maybe it'll have people question, you know, what's the point, and have people quit. There's like two sides of the coin with that. You think 1188 can take on both 18 and 46? I mean, they have been in this zone. The reason why they were able to have these 3 passes is because of their pass opening. They're really strong against those 2 kingdoms, right? So if the trend continues onward, then it'd be tough. But right now they're burning. But is there downtime? probably going to be zero territory game. In the top side, in this area, yeah, for sure. I don't think either side is going to win or lose territory with this. It's just a huge staring contest right now, which is why we haven't been looking. But look how many siege towers they have, by the way. What the heck? Wait. You can't see. By the way, I changed my graphic settings so I could actually look at dot mode now, or maybe there's just less people. But 1, 2, 3, 4, like there's like a dozen siege towers. Who's allied with whom? So, all right, I guess we could go into the map here. I don't have an actual map. That's the thing. If someone has a map, that'd be nice. But we'll use this very, very small one. This fire camp top left is allied with Daybreak, which is left, and then Water, which is bottom right. And then Earth, which is 916 2049, which is top right, is allied with Right, 1818 and 1846. And then Greenwood, which is bottom left. So it's almost a left versus right, except the bottom ones are flipped. That's all. And because the bottom ones are flipped, there's like this weird scenario where there's like one front, two fronts being fought. So I mean, from what I had the pleasure of talking to 1093 people. Like, their outlook in the game is like, they're not thinking of quitting or doing anything anytime soon. They just like take whatever matchmaking they get and whatever matchup they get. So, pretty admirable. There is a rally. Oh shit, it's Jack. He was from 2268 as well, from 1254. They migrated out. He was one of the best infantry rallies, and you know, if 2489 and 960 is using him to rally, then I guess that proves the point. It is a Tariq Bakal though. Does a decent amount of damage, very, very good for anti-swarm. But if you have the open field, perhaps there's a better pair, but I don't know, maybe they have so much infantry that they're just trying to kill it off. Are siege towers making a big diff? I feel like they're really annoying to play against, because if you get hit by siege tower, it's really demoralizing looking at the report. And some people, they live off reports, you know what I mean? It's like, ah, damn, I traded so bad. If you have a certain amount of siege towers and they're all doing AoE damage, which Cordoba does, like, there is definitely going to be an impact. Oh, they've been getting swarmed down? Oh, okay. I haven't been watching. We just started watching, so. I mean, the rally just did get swarmed. And it looks like they canceled, so. Hey, Danger Zone. What's up, man? My biggest hype man. I changed the graphic settings from yesterday, so we're not at 1 frame per second watching without dot mode. We could even zoom in if we really wanted to, but like, what is there? It's just a sea of red with the king skills. Like, when you guys watch fights, do you like it better with dot mode, or do you like it better with like this? Yeah, I like dot mode too, just because you could see the like the progress of the fight better. It's easier to see the tides, I guess, of war. Lost Kingdom chat's funny as hell. Oh yeah, I heard I think it was Only Farmer that was talking about it to me, where sometimes they'd accidentally swarm cities or flags or something. Kingsland animation off your settings. Oh, that's true. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'll take a look at it next time I go in my settings. Only thing that sucks about spectating is you can't go to your settings unless you go to Home Kingdom. I don't want to go to Home Kingdom on stream. I mean, last KvK I fought with dot mode. It's funny because there's so many different settings with dot mode now. Yeah, 249k deads out of 250s. That March is pretty much gone for the KvK. Earlier today, I did not. I was actually out. But I think she was fighting. I think she was fighting for 960, right? Gaines got in prison and rallied. He's in KvK right now, right? I don't even know what KvK they're in. Let me see. Oh shit, he got the new how do you play with the new graphics? It's kind of crazy. I was just playing Jack's account. We did a map overview at the beginning of the stream, maybe like 5 minutes in. Remastered HA, only in the new Heroic Anthem. Oh, yeah. I was actually offered to pilot on both sides, but I don't really condone piloting. Not gonna lie. I mean, it is what it is, but. Lilith, if you're watching, I don't pilot, so. 916 1093. Oh yeah, these guys were allied in that big KvK. Baba's son account just migrated into our kingdom. Apparently. You know, I learned that from Chisco's video. Like, I haven't been seeing who's been migrating in and out. I knew that SLB group was migrating out. Instead of that, I have no idea who migrated in. Apparently, I gotta talk to Baba. That's pretty cool. I'm telling you, if there's a kingdom that pays for my crystal tech, I might be keen to migrating. Piloting's not against TOS as long as you're not getting paid for it. Is that true? I never read TOS. I just word of mouth it. You know what I mean? I thought account sharing was bad, but is Baba giving that account away? I'm not too sure. Pilots are ruining the game. Pilots are it's a tough topic, right? Because it's not getting punished, so you can't really blame the players. Blame the game and blame the community type of vibe. But yeah, for me, like, I don't really like piloting. Or I never had anyone pilot my account just because all the KP and all the stats and all that kind of stuff, I enjoy knowing that that was all gained from myself. You know what I mean? What's up with 2068? I think we're chilling. I think we're chilling, but they don't pay for my tech, so if someone pays for my tech, then I actually like I'm so out of the loop. I know that they added gifting bundles to alliance mates or something, or flex scripts or something. I've never seen that happen though. You and Peace come over. Yeah, us. We're the duo. How much did I didn't go out today for Pokemon Go. It was I don't know. Apparently there's a typhoon remnants that came through, so it was raining like crazy. Do I spend much on Christmas? Like I buy 2-man warfares, I buy all the pop-ups, and then that's the average every KvK. Depends on the KvK as well, right? If it's zone 5 fighting, then you having some Conqueror's Wills in the beginning of the KvK also helps. Using bots, the Koreans are just crazy active, not to see, but bought them when they say no beating them at that time. I mean, you guys were able to push them back in that zone. Like that KvK was pretty crazy because it was one of the rare times 960 was in the back foot, except for last KvK against 1093. I took the pilots, which are past players who sold their accounts. Yeah, I think that's like the meta, where if you retire, you can still play if you really want to, playing other people's accounts. But yeah, these are they're actually making some progress on this side. I was thinking that 2 days would be too much to burn through a fort wall, but if it continues like this and they don't, I mean, they'd have to mess up by not backforting, which would be a pretty big mistake. But then again, we're looking during 1188's downtime. When 1188 wakes up, perhaps it'll be a different story. '68 was not my original KD, but I've been there since the beginning, the Jumper project. It was a Jumper project that I joined. My first kingdom was 2143 for that Jumper project, but then it fell apart before Sanctums opened. So yeah, it says my account was made in a kingdom that wasn't too far away. And how'd I gain KP? A lot of hours of fighting. Barb chaining for speed ups and resources. Like I don't think I did anything crazy. But I will say, when I first started streaming, during my first SOC KvK. And that KvK was it's actually 2 years from now. 2 years ago. I started streaming 2 years ago, which is crazy. I started that KvK with 400 million KP. So within a lot of the KP I've gotten has been recent. And it's been a lot of peer pressure from streaming. If you talk to any streamer, when you're streaming, there's a lot more peer pressure. Maybe you should start streaming, and then your KP will get up. I don't know. What do you guys think of the KvK fort meta? It's improved with their changes. You can't build forts on top of forts anymore, which used to be a thing. You used to be able to build a fort on top of a fort on top of a fort, but now you can't build the fort within the fort, another fort square, which is the big change. It's still really annoying to go through forts. We did it last KvK, but I don't know. What can you really do about it? How much is my barb kills on my commanders? I would have to check. But we're respecting the KvK right now. If you come in another stream when I'm at Home Kingdom though, I'll check them for you for sure. I think I'm like 10 billion on my YSG. I might be capping though. How long do I think Kingsland will last in this KvK? Ooh, that's a good question for chat though. How long do you think this Kingsland will last? I think the last Kingsland lasted like 4 or 5 days, right? For 1093 and 960. Yeah, what's up, Leah? Do I chain in my sleep? I actually been slacking on chaining past couple of KvKs. Like I haven't gotten top 20 in ever since we won a KvK, which has been like a year. I feel like it's been so long since we've won a KvK. Seven days last time. Oh, and 960 saying that they're gonna stay until KvK ends. There you go. That's a mindset to have. And nothing really going on in the bottom side, just some free burning. How about on this side? Oh, rally. You see a Zenobia YSS. Is that Zenobia YSS? In 2024. That's crazy. I mean, you know, shout out to the, you gotta do what you gotta do. You have what you have. That trade could not have been good though. They are massing troops up here still. Leo? That's weird. Why can't you add me? Let's see. I haven't looked at my friend request in a very long time. Oh my goodness. Try pinging me in my Discord and then I'll add you. But I'll probably like handle that after. I got you, Leah. Appreciate the 250 euro. Yo, on my way. What's up, man? Xeno lasted so long though, you know what I mean?
Please heart hands.
But well, not this Xeno YSS. Just the Xeno YSS as a combo. Lasted for a very long time, but yeah, it's past its prime for sure. Good city garrison pair. Is it that who is it? Lapu Lapu and Heraclius now? Is that the best? There you go. We see Gorgo with Heraclius, which is the pair we see nowadays. But again, downtime. I don't know if these kingdoms are in downtime as well, or Perhaps because, you know, 1188 being their big kingdom is not active. I'm like, wait, Redline, hello? They're just like playing super, super defensively. Gorgo Constantine. The only thing with that though is you need full infantry, and it's kind of hard to get everyone in the same troop type. This KvK is way more fun to spectate than play in. I can imagine. Is it laggy? Is it laggy to play in? I don't know. Maybe my time in big KvKs is done. Maybe we're just caster Ploto now. Super laggy on their ball fights. Darn, darn, darn. If you were to migrate to any KD, like what KD would you migrate to? Like we're seeing these top KDs fight, play, all that kind of stuff. Like if you were to migrate to any of these KDs, which one would you pick? $10.93, 22.18. I'm guessing that's your KD, Leo. $10.93 won't have a migration for another year. At this rate, 22.68. Appreciate the love, but I don't think we're at that level yet. I'll talk about this KvK particularly. Hey, what's up, Only Farmer? I heard you're a 60 GT member now. Oh, you're playing 2049 member now. Has it been fun? Has the fighting been fun? Man. Yeah, they're just systematically burning these flags one by one. But shout out to 11date's allies for actually defending them. Like they got a garrison in there. They got some troops in there. Eight Imperium KvK 8 months ago. Was that the biggest KvK? It was a pretty big KvK, but I don't think it was the biggest just because it's missing some pretty big Imperiums at the time. Like it's 8 Imperiums, but like they were like they weren't the top of the top Imperiums, you know what I mean? There's 960, which is, you know, top of the top at the time. 1034 was sadly declining at that time. 2377 was really strong. Like if there was a 1093, 1365 at the time that was in that KvK as well, that'd be pretty insane. But why did SW? I talked about that earlier. There isn't really much to say outside of what Chisco said, right? They just want a new look. And It's kind of sad because, you know, I really like, I still do like, I'm good homies with Wardai Chasky. Peace was really nice to me. Chisco's a good homie. But it just didn't work out, so. Because of my BL. True. Chisco migrated because he's like, damn, Ploto's casting too much of a shadow. My viewership's going down. Whenever we streamed at the same time, I'd have like 50 viewers and he'd have the 2K. It's like, damn, those 50 should be mine. So he migrated out. That's what happened. Yeah, it's hot. I'm wearing a sweater. Miss Plato's behind me, by the way. This seems to be going on all squad wars. Not sure how long it'll be. Squad wars. Oh, that the other channel he's doing. Yeah, I still have a lot of love for the SW people. It's just, you know, sometimes it doesn't work out. I mean, I definitely think we underperformed last KvK. Oh, there you go. Yeah. But yeah, last KvK was a really bad one from us. Like, that is probably the first KvK in 2268 where I didn't have fun. T5 versus VIP 14. Question that has been asked throughout the ages of Rise of Kingdoms, and there's been different opinions on it. If you guys want to help out in the chat, like, give your perspective, because I have one, but I want to see what people think. It's been so long since I've gotten both of those things, so. I mean, Alloys, I think that KvK was lost to begin with. I mean, I made a whole video about how that was the biggest Kingsland in Rise of Kingdoms, and we just couldn't hold all of it. But I mean, there's definitely some things we could have done better. I'm the type of person to be like, you gotta see what you can do better rather than, you know, blame the circumstances. So. If you're going to get enter KvK soon, then T5. If you're not, go for VIP 14. T5 allows you to gain bar bonuses. I mean, Chiss is like, when I first started casting, I watched Chiss's cast to kind of understand the, I guess, precedent set, right? So I'm not gonna disrespect Chisco at all. I don't really think there's much going on. I turn on the stream. Yeah, this is like gonna be a stalemate, and both sides know that the consistent murder ball fighting that was happening yesterday is just not productive. Are you guys recruiting? I think we are. I'm pretty sure we are. Actually, bus driver is one of our main recruiters now, I think. Hey, appreciate that. I'm gonna call you Pro. Appreciate that, Pro. Covering our fight versus 1606 tomorrow. Is there another KvK happening tomorrow? There's so many KvKs going on at the same time. turn the stream on 1 to 2 3 hours too late. Yeah, it looks like it. I mean, the uptime's always around 14 UTC, but I was busy that time. Yeah, you can see the arrow towers. Is this they got the city keeper, arrow tower, you got the markswoman, got the Lubu, got the Lapu Lapu. I'm just having some fun with that. Yeah. Honestly, I haven't really been keeping up with what's going on in 2016, not gonna lie. After KvK, I literally picked up Pokemon Go and been running that. I mean, I've been doing the dailies and all that kind of stuff, but just been taking a break from Raw. Gains and Omni having a KvK fight right now? Are they fighting each other? Is that what's happening? Let's see. Oh. Pokemon Go, people still play that. I thought the same thing too, but there's actually a surprising amount of people coming back into it. I've been using it as like a fitness app. It forces me to walk. So. Yeah, I mean, I'm not planning on quitting Rise of Kings anytime soon. It's as you said, it's kind of a 1-for-1 in terms of mobile online strategy game. I do Rise of Kingdoms for a living. Well, I am doing full-time YouTube for this year to try it out. We're already halfway through the year, more than halfway through the year. But I've been doing some freelance stuff on the side. Past openings tomorrow. Yo, Leo, give me your schedule for that KvK. I might spectate that for sure. I'm not starving. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not starving. So, we're doing okay. They're in opposite corners, so they're fighting in zone 8. Oh, okay. Interesting. KL for this KvK is Friday, right? I think it's Friday morning. Or Friday 15 ETC. Caster Curse it's saying 1093 will win it. The real question is, because I do think that these two kingdoms, or these two camps, kind of even each other out, with 916, 2489 having a slight advantage. Now, will that slight advantage be able to take away the advantage 1188's been able to gain in this bottom side? And will 1188 and their allies be fresh enough going to Kingsland? I think so, because it's only been 3 days of fighting, but you know, we're seeing what's his name? What's her name again? Zeno, why Sass as a garrison? You're not gonna be trading too well, and I saw some main accounts of all that too, right? So We'll see. Any games instead of Rise of games that I play? Ooh, not really. I used to be a League of Legends TFT guy, but I haven't played that since in 2024. I mean, we played Civ earlier this year. We're playing Civ. We don't really play Civ right now, though. Civ 7 was announced, which is fun. But right now, I've been grinding Rise of Kingdoms and Pokemon Go. Right now, Steam Summer Sale, so I've been trying to play some Steam games, I guess. But he grinds Pokemon Go more than Rock. I mean, during off season, not gonna lie. I mean, I've been using my AP. I've been doing I've been doing my bar forts. I've been setting up my gatherers, but you don't really spend that much time in Rise of Kingdoms during off season. Civ 6 is a really fun game to play. I don't know, we should play that more actually, but it's summer, so people are out. Hearts of Iron 4. I do like Europa. Never got into Hearts of Iron though. I played Crusader Kings 2, and then I played Europa Universalis 4, were my two Paradox games I've played. Yeah, those two games are goated. I never played the multiplayer though. I never had known anyone that played them, except for me. Mountain Blade, I used to play Mountain Blade Warband. I don't have that many hours in Mountain Blade 2 anymore. Let me check. Mountain Blade 2. I was like so hyped for Mountain Blade 2 Bannerlord, but then when it came out, I just didn't have time for it anymore. It was sad. I wish the single player had like a multiplayer aspect where you and your friends could play in a private server or something like that, but that's not the case. Sign up for the Olympics, use Pokemon Go for motivation. Amen. The 1093 side will have a huge advantage for territory just because of the amount of passes that they have. They have 1, 2, 3, 4 passes. So if we bring out the red arrow again, they'll have, this will be the midpoint. Actually, because GT has this wall hop, the midpoint might be here. But, you know, this will be the midpoint, but then because they have this pass in the bottom, the midpoint will be like around here. So this will be kind of the territory of Kingsland, compared to if the GT side had this pass, then the midpoint would be like straight down the middle. So the advantage that they got in the bottom, if they're able to hold it, is actually quite advantageous. But if they can't hold it, then it doesn't really make that much sense, or it doesn't really make that much of a difference. And I keep bringing up the 8 Imperium 3v5 that 60 GT did against us. Is they've been into Kingslands where they've had past disadvantages and still won, so. Started the yap session. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't think it'll make too much of a difference, but it is an advantage nonetheless. And the fact that they have 2 passes to 4 means that Greenwood will either have to pass share with 1846 and 1818, or they won't get into Kingsland at all. So not that, you know, I think Greenwood will be the deciding factor of the KvK, but it's still something, you know. Gotta get ready for Netherlands versus England. Oh, is that the semifinals? Alphonso Davies got injured yesterday in the America whatever. But shout out to Canada for making it to the semifinals. Copa America, yeah, there you go. I don't watch football, so I just heard it in the news. Yo, shout out Canada. We're making our Olympic team for basketball is looking solid. Apparently, we're good at soccer now or football. One of the people on the national team was actually my high school classmate, so. Oh, but he's not playing this year because he has a broken leg. He played during the World Cup. The volleyball team did good too. I didn't even know there's professional volleyball, but shout out to volleyball. There's Tejan Buchanan. Seventh in basketball? Really? Even with what? Even with thing? They're hitting the fake marches. Oh, you could cheeseburger off this? No way! You could get 2 million people to cheeseburger from. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, you get cheeseburger out of Alliance Outpost? That's insane. I literally just saw like 20 marches come out of that Alliance Outpost. $16-year-old. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Wait. This might be the cheeseburger KvK. The Outpost, apparently it's you could put 20 million troops in here or something, 20 million T5s. And then it automatically refills the structure if it's getting rallied or something. Oh, it's not automatic. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I never played in Outpost KvK, but here you go. We got the KP chasers. Yes, sir. The murder ball is here, but everyone's so bored that they're just fighting anyways. Let's go. Oh, our force can dispatch anything stationed there. Okay. Does it have to be T5 though? It has to be T5, right? T4 or 5. Oh, wow. That's really strong. Oh, it's 80 million plus troops. Yeah, if that's the case, these flags are not falling, and you know, are they stronger than forts at this point? Like, that's pretty insane. 200 march limit. I'm learning. See, I've been clueless for the past month of what's going on in Rise of Kingdoms because I've been streaming, and I learn about what's going on in Rise of Kingdoms from chat. So like, if I'm not streaming, then I have no clue what's going on. Yeah, as long as an R4 is not sleeping, you have a backup garrison at all times. Yeah, it's probably not dying anytime soon. Oh, they're actually pushing. Kill the AFKs. This is a 1093 strat. We're gonna wait for what are people? 89 GT, 89 GT to fall asleep and then start pushing. Oh, it looks like they're falling back though. They got a contingent of marches going backwards. Have you ever heard of Dota 2? I've definitely heard of Dota 2, but do I play it? No, not really. I did for like a week, and then all my friends told me to play League of Legends, so I started playing League of Legends instead. Oh, you need to swarm it. Okay. Well, in a KvK like this, where there's always open field from the opponent, it's gonna be hard to swarm. Who do I think wins this KvK is a tough question. Because I feel like 60GT and 2489 have a slight advantage on this top side. Against 1093, like they have a slight advantage. But the bottom side is so swingy. And I don't know any of the kingdoms outside of the Imperiums. You know, 1188, 1818, and 1846. 1188's been able to get such a big advantage in the bottom side. But currently they're burning because of their downtime. So, I don't know. Let's go. Let's put a poll. Let's see. Who will? Oh no. Who do you think? 1093 / 1188 or 1960, 2489, 1846, 1880. You need new friends. I mean, none of them play League of Legends anymore. So that's like high school, you know what I mean? That's like a while ago. Yeah, the prize pools are crazy for Dota. Who's winning? It's stalemating right now. There hasn't been any territory switching sides, but I guess that's it. Yeah. There isn't really a but. Yeah, their allies are performing better, or did perform better in the opening, so. Does Lilith cover my crystal tag? No. They don't give any in-game stuff, sadly. I wish. That'd be nice, but ever since the whole Ronnie thing, they only pay straight cash. This is gonna be what happens for the next 2 days. I actually don't know the chronicles for this KvK. We talking money? I will not disclose the figures because I don't even know if that's against my contract because I did not read the contract fully. But I don't hear Chisco. I don't see Chisco or anyone else talk about it in the past, so I won't talk about it either. Avoid all KvKs with outposts. Check. I mean, the cheeseburgering from the Outpost looks kind of fun, or looks kind of interesting, but yeah. This is looking like a very stagnated Outpost-y KvK. He signed my soul over. I'm pretty sure I'm not allowed. I'm not supposed to swear or anything like that, but I still do. So I don't know. I was like, oh yay. Wait, Lore, when's your KvK tomorrow? You sent me a map. We're still friends, right? On Discord. Or I guess in general too, but. Bet. I'm pretty sure like that's the KvK with is that where 1365 is? $1903. Oh. That's Duck, right? We fought you guys in the 24-29 KvK. Yeah, it's really out of all the kingdoms in that water camp, you guys were really solid, so. $1188 is currently free burning during their downtime, Mr. Smoke Jerky. Well, not free burning, but they don't have any open field, and their allies are garrisoning as much as possible. But it's been kind of just free gain of territory as of now. How many consecutive KvK losses am I at? 960, 24-29, and then this past KvK. So three. Yeah. Which is crazy because before that, I was on like a 7-8 KvK win streak. But I guess we're evening out the record. Yeah, Tash. That is the last time we won, actually. Technically, quote unquote. I still don't even know what I still don't even know what happened in that KvK, but it's okay. I still have 2 hunters at least. My armaments aren't even good enough to put a hunter on, so I'm not really missing out on much. It's the Zig curse, yeah. The Outlast on that KvK cursed us ever since. Is the Arch one not good? Like, do you always get hunters? With William Wallace coming out, like I need to get a good set of arch formation, right, for infantry. Oh, it's 15-15. I even know the kingdom. Yeah, 15-15 put a curse on us. Destructive is worse. Oh. Okay. Yeah, yesterday I was spectating from the 2489 960 side. Now I'm spectating from the 1093 side. Trying to not show, you know, favoritism. Can you transmute an armor without if you put an inscription on an armament, then you could start refining or doing the thing, yeah. Did anyone do that In Search of Wonders event? How was it this time? Did it change, or was it, do you guys still like do bad? The compass event for armaments. Still garbage? Okay, yeah, I didn't do it either. It was worse at Bing Bong. Yo, if talking about Bing Bong, I just watched Inside Out too, so it was bad. Are there free spins for that? I didn't touch it. Yeah, I've been buying the oh, that one. No, that's like two. That's a gold chest for armaments. I've been buying the, what do you call it again? The daily supply for armaments. That's all. Go save Riley. Oh man. Inside Out 2 was a good movie. Enjoy taking $385 and flushing it down. The toilet's a good event. Worst thing is, we're Canadian. I'm Canadian, so it's even worse. It's like more money. Tiger King, 1360, like trades like Martell Washington KvK 3, solid. Burning. What's your in-game name? Same thing. Over $500 just to max purchase a bundle is crazy. Yeah, it is indeed crazy. Oh, KvK 3 has SOC commanded. I keep forgetting. Oh shoot, yeah, that's not bad. That's pretty bad then. My bad. I forgot about that. I haven't played that KvK. I'll take a look after stream. Man, I mean, I was joking around about I want to go to KvK 2 and 3 to experience the new experiences, but then I saw like I was actually gonna do a jumper, but then I saw Spartan Gaming's experience with his jumper. Like, yeah, that looks like a headache. Were there any bad blood with SW leaving? For me personally, no. I still have a lot of respect for them. I was actually sad about it, so. I mean, you know, Cortex and Rez have been on the pod. I've done an account reviews of you know, Fluffy Pony and Jadsky. Like I don't personally have any bad blood with them, so. What happened? I mean, Chisco explained it pretty well. It's just, you know, different look. Are getting leg inscriptions for Arch? I mean, I don't know how do you even get that? How do you get a legendary inscription for Arch formation? Oh, it is a 1365 KvK. Oh, 1862 is in that too. Oh, interesting. So 1862 versus 1365. 1534. Are they still doing a recovery KvK? I heard something about them doing a recovery KvK. Is that like canceled? Or was that just fake news? Chisco wants to join 2489. I mean, it's a tempting offer. Fuzz literally messages everybody about like, yo, You gotta come through. I mean, he messaged me about it, so. I mean, I don't know where I'd go if I were to leave 2268. There's, well, one, I don't know who would want me, but two, I don't know like what the best place would be. They're gonna fight? Okay. I'm definitely gonna be watching that KvK tomorrow then. You said like 15 UTC? I mean, I don't think there's much to really see in this KvK anymore until Kingsland opens on Friday. So 1365 taking the only camp with no Diplo, with no imp is a Diplo win. Last 4 KvKs. I don't know what KvKs they've had in the last 4 KvKs actually. Wasn't 1365 allied with 2489 last KvK? Am I going to the LA meetup? I don't know, should I? I didn't even who's going to the LA meetup is a real question. LA so far. I mean, Lilith, if you're watching, if you pay for it, I'll go to LA for free. But it's kind of expensive. Appo's going. Damn, he's flying from New Zealand to go to LA. That's dedication. But yeah, these guys have been murder balling it up for the past couple of minutes here. No, I mean, I'd love to go to LA. It's just, you know, a money thing. If anything. Lance Stroll? What's Lance Stroll? Oh. Yeah, sorry, I don't watch F1. I felt uncultured there for a second. Alright, let's check the poll actually. Pretty close vote, by the way, but looks like people are voting towards the 960 side to win this KvK. 107 votes. Hey, what's up, Stray? How you doing, man? But yeah, 53% of the vote thinking 960, 2489, 1846, and 18 will win. 1818. And 46% of the vote thinking 1093 and 1188 will win. So we'll have to see during Kingsland. I don't think anything will change in this top side. I think the bottom side will be interesting to watch, but Refine or Awakening, which one's better? I'll copy what I've heard from the community. And I've been told that refining to level 2 is good. Then you try, no, awakening to level 2 rather. Then you try to refine, and then from there you go straight to awakening level 4. I don't think there's enough time to have a fast change in here, but 35% Yeah, if the 4 Imperiums overrun the 2 Imperiums, then it doesn't matter how much space they have or don't have. They'll just continue gaining space, right? So, I mean, Lord, we saw that firsthand with 960 in that 3v5 KvK, where we fought tooth and nail to get that 5th pass, but we lost that path within a day, so it didn't really matter. Can I field 7 marches? I've been fielding 6. I need to craft a 3rd set of cav gear to field the 7th, but the thing about me is I really don't want to invest materials on a 7th march because I'm not the biggest crystal tech spender, and the only time I get 7 marches is by Kingsland. But by the time Kingsland hit, I don't even have enough like troops to field 7 marches, so it's kind of like a, should I really invest in that or not? Oh, and yeah, Tash is saying I should invest in Siege. I don't even have T4 Siege on T5 Siege unlocked. That's the thing. To keep my Imperium power down, I haven't even researched it. How am I doing? Yeah, I missed the gang too, straight. I haven't talked to the baboons in a minute, but I've been doing all right. I've been doing all right. Yo, Tash, I was actually thinking about making a leadership set for my 7th set, because I could still use that on Siege, and then if I don't want to use a Siege March, I could use it on Cav, and then whenever I get rallied, like I did last KvK, I'll at least have leadership gear so that it won't be that bad. But that's just a thought. I don't know. Like I have 222 and then just have a leadership set, so it's flexible to whatever is met at the time. By the way, appreciate everyone for watching, even though this hasn't been the most riveting gameplay. If you're new to the channel, it'd be greatly appreciated if you could subscribe. Like the stream, send it out to your homies, all that kind of stuff. And I guess tomorrow we'll be streaming Loris KvK. 3 purple engineering gear crafted right now. The rest you're using for leadership gear. Oh, I guess the purple you could invest in because you could dismantle and get the materials back. That's true. Leadership set is getting close to max. You love it. Oh, there's a 4th drop. 629. 4 drops are like a blessing and a curse because it's interesting. Oh, where is this? Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa! 1188, gotta wake up. Wait, is this 1188? Where are we? Oh yeah, this is 1188's allies. Oh no. I don't think they could deal with this by themselves. We'll keep our eye on this. This is actually a huge 4th drop, no? Apparently I'm R4. This is a huge 4th drop because if this 4th drops, then this 4th wall doesn't matter anymore. They got some flags building. Flag building here. Flag building here. Flag trying to be built here. Is 1802 still, like, are they active? I actually don't know. We fought them a couple KvKs ago. I mean, there's nothing really going on right now with this 4th drop. I know 1802 is like Japanese kingdom, right? If they're still the same kingdom that we fought. And it's nighttime in Japan. Yeah, 60 DT have full gear. We'll keep an eye on that. There's still 11 minutes before the flags build and there's any threat anyway, so. I mean, I know JT Towers or whatever his name is, like, was the first person I've ever seen use siege towers unironically, and like he would smack us in that KvK. Hey, what's up, Dracul? Oh, the active players left after KvK? Okay. Then it might be Raps for that zone, for that pass at least. They'd have to backcourt again, like another backcourt line. I'm surprised they didn't carpet. It's not that much to carpet, right? I guess there's so much territory. But I'd be scared for this fort because if they could build this, then what would stop them from building a fort over here and getting this pass? You know what I mean? Oh, there you go. We see 1188 starting to wake up. Y'all really woke them up at like 4 a.m. This is giving me this is giving me the Siege of Orleans vibes right now, where 1647 is, I think that's the kingdom. Or is it 1671? 1671 would just keep dropping at like 4 or 5 a.m. North America or Eastern time. So we'd have to stay up until like 7 a.m. It's not that big of a drop. I mean, I guess I could just plug it up here. I don't know. I don't know. Let's put up a poll. Will the... Well, which fort is it? Which fort is it? 1846. It's 1188 versus wind. No need to stay up if you get 24/7 pilot coverage. Oh, this is yeah, familiar player. Oh, this is where their cities are. Okay. Yeah, look at the amount of players here. And then there's barely any players from the north side because this is 1802 and they don't have that many players online. Like, I literally don't see any marches. Oh, there's some cheeseburgers here. Redline barely sleeps in KvK fights, probably. I remember, I don't know if Fred was saying this, but I know BP was saying this, is like having a kid makes it easier. Rise of Kingdoms, what do you call it, prepares you for having a kid because you just up at ungodly hours. Let's go change to what camp is you guys are in? Oh, whoops. What camp is this for? Wind camp. Let's go change to wind camp perspective. they could have a better view. Yeah, Chiskel and them migrated to 2293, and then Chiskel wants to migrate to Fuzz Kingdom afterwards, I believe, because he doesn't want two accounts in the same kingdom, which makes sense. I don't. The reason why he has that alt account is so that he can play KvKs while his main's not in KvK. So. When I have kids, their chores are gonna be chaining barbs and farming gems. Oh my god. Their farm accounts. Just return to the game. Have Guan, Alex, Harold, and YSG Max. Style 5.51. What should I pick? What should I pick up next to be in meta? Too many new commanders. Looks like you're an infantry guy. Unfortunately, all your commanders are pretty much useless except for Guan and Alex. I mean, YSG has some usability. It depends on what gear you have, like what sets of gear do you have. I guess you have some infantry gear. I still think Liu Che is going to be the best infantry commander even when William Wallace comes out. So I think Liu Che would be a good investment. Just with the limited information that I have. You could pair Liu Che with Alex, Liu Che Alex, and that'd be solid March. And then CPO for Guan CPO perhaps, but instead of that, like it's gonna be hard to find a pair for your Saladin. YSG, I mean Zhuge Liang YSG perhaps. I've never seen Herman YSG. But yeah, that's just off the top. We have 60% of the vote saying this fort will not drop. We're starting to see some 1802 wake up, so at least they have to stay honest on this top side. What is this? 647 392. Amakote's. Is that random teleport onto here? Yep. Got YSG Max currently KvK. Should I go Zhuge or Herman? I'm not an archer guy, that's the thing. I've never seen Herman with YSG, but I've seen Zhuge with YSG. But I like Herman better than Zhuge. I don't know. It really it depends on your personal preference. Zhuge YSG will do more damage. Herman YSG will do more debuffs. So it really depends on you. Pause. How's this KvK going? We'll do a little bit of a recap, I guess. If it was anyone else, but since it's my Call of Dragons guy, I'll do a recap. This zone's a cluster F. Everyone's just trying to get to these past 8s for Kingsland, which is opening on Friday. Currently, 1093's allies have 3 passes, but they're currently in downtime. So 1846, which is 960 and 2049's allies, is fort dropping so that they can bypass this fort wall and go to this pass and perhaps get 2 passes for Kingsland. And then the top here, it's just a stalemate where both sides have just been murder balling up for what feels like the past day, and there hasn't been any progress. So the main interesting part is this bottom bit, because there's some potential changes that could happen here. Hey, Netherlands England is 1-1. Okay. It's what happened. France lost to Spain. I was surprised. I didn't know Spain had that in them. I thought France was like one of the best teams. No, are they not good anymore? They made it. They won the 2018 World Cup. They made it to the 2022 finals. Is March speed an issue in AC Kingdoms? The reason why I really like March speed, especially on Archer Marches, is Archer Marches always get targeted down. So unless you're like a god at microwing your Archer Marches, having that March speed so that you have the ability, 1, to hit targets if they're running away, 2, to run away if you're getting hit, is always a solid thing to do. Spain's really good this year? Okay. Mbappe, was it enough? Surprised they're clearing. I guess they're just trying to clear out as much of them, like as much of the external marches as possible. I mean, these guys random teleported, so it's not the end of. It's not the worst walk, you know what I mean? But trying to get the murder ball up, I guess, and then push up, but it's looking pretty tough for 1846 already. It's okay. I'm just reading the chat. I don't know any of these names. At 1093 in the 60 GT camps, I mean, I think March speed is underrated, IMO. Because the thing is, like, Zhuge Liang with YSG literally barely could move. So, like in this situation here, these marches are dying because they don't have the March speed. You know what I mean? And these are Imperium kingdoms, but it's personal preference. Staying connected or being able to disconnect. Yeah, it allows you to kind of manipulate your rage bar whenever you need to. If you're getting hit, you could go back and then continue going in so that you keep your rage bar and then you do more damage. Is Messi and Ronaldo irrelevant now? I mean, Argentina just beat Canada, so. And Messi scored a goal there. It's pretty crazy though that like soccer or football is getting pretty popular in Canada, but all the kids in the cause you know, my girlfriend has a little brother. All the kids in the playground just talk about Ronaldo's a go, and they say Sue all the time. Sue over and over and over. Probably I show speed fans, maybe. Yeah, the murder ball got wiped. Fort's gonna get wiped too. I am personally a Messi over Ronaldo guy, but I only watched the 2022 World Cup. Let's be real. Like I never I didn't watch anything before that, and the only reason I watched the 2022 World Cup is because Canada was there, but they got eliminated so fast. But I'm like, all right, might as well just continue watching this because I got into it. I think the 2022 World Cup kind of cemented it. But maybe I got a bad taste in my mouth from watching Portugal, and then like someone from Portugal scored a goal and Messi tried to get the header and get the credit for the goal. I'm like, bro, that's kind of like scummy, no? Like your teammate literally got the goal, but you tried to get the header and then you didn't even, your head didn't even touch it. Like that was weird. Hey, what's up, Forza? What's the plan with 2429 got a huge migration, by the way. They got like Baba. They got, I mean, there's other players too. What's is there gonna be a matchup? Is it a 2377 rematch or? Yeah, this fort's gonna fall. It was a good, I mean, when our forts fall in 2268, we were just like, oh, that's psychological warfare, but we just made them wake up. W. It used to work in A-Seeds, but when you're in Imperium and everyone's piloted, it doesn't really matter. It'll be a rematch. That'd be interesting. That'd be interesting to watch as well. How much KP on average do I get? Last KvK, I got 2 bill. Or did I get 2 bill? I forget. Let me see my last video. I gained 2.3. Right? Is that what it's saying? I'd say I gained like 2.5 average, because before that I think I gained 3, and then before that I gained like 4. So like maybe 2.5 to 3 billion. Yeah, fort's down. GG's. It was a good attempt. We had something interesting to watch, but I guess it shows 1188 could wake up whenever they need to. Anon, your name looks familiar in chat, so let's go back and watch the eternal murder ball on the top here again. Yeah, no, Forza, I was saying like that's such a cluster F where, because it's ally, I mean, we're in the 1093 perspective right now, so it's ally, enemy, ally, enemy. So it's like a sandwich. Like these guys are fighting these guys who are fighting these guys who are fighting these guys. So there's just so much going on in this zone. But I mean, it looks like 1188's winning, so. Yeah, there's like 2 different fronts essentially going on. But it's looking solid for 1093's allies on the bottom side. If that fort went down, I'd be kind of concerned, but 1188 was able to wake up, burn the forts, go back to sleep. I'm not rooting for anyone in particular to win. I have friends on both sides, but I think it'd be interesting to see the 1093 like the 2 Imperium side win against the 4 Imperium side. That'd be like a crazy accomplishment. At the same time, it'd be a crazy accomplishment for 960 to win against 24, and to 960 and 2489 to win against 1093. So I don't know. We're just here for the vibes. Five, 9, 8. Is this Tasha City? Let's see. Oh. Yeah. I just remember looking at all of the 960 cities, and then it'd be like an all-star group of cast, like 22.4 billion KP. And like a BC seed, even an A seed KvK, that you could see that as like a top KP, but then when you're in a KvK like this, you're probably like what, top 50, top 100? Yeah. You and Jawas. How is it a cost runner for them to win against 1093, 960, and 2489? I'm guessing is what you're saying. Like your favorites, IMO. Well, 1093 is just such a strong kingdom, right? Obviously, I think it's more of an accomplishment for 1093 because there hasn't been a kingdom that fought and beats the second and third potentially best kingdoms in the game at the same time. At the same time, taking down the best kingdom in the game is always an accomplishment. Hey, what's up, GG? Why are you awake at like 2 a.m? Are you not in thing right now? Yeah. Migrating back. When I was a native, I hated people that migrated back. Well, I didn't hate them. I hated the fact that they could migrate back because I just felt like I was building up to be useful, and then KvK 2 hit. I have to keep in mind, back in the day, KvK 2 had no migration limit. Now there's like a limit of like 30-40 people, right? But before, you could migrate in a whole kingdom worth of people into KvK 2. So then as a native, you're just useless. But that's not a thing anymore. Oh, you're in LA. I'm not too sure what the plan is for 2268. I've been kind of out of the loop. But I think we're gonna be an A seed. I mean, we were supposed to before, and then the SW migrated it in. But since they migrated out, we're just gonna look for good fights, I guess. Oh, 50. Okay. And KvK 3 has no more. Gotcha. Yeah, I appreciate that, Forza. I mean, you guys are getting more and more powerful. Probably already a top 5 kingdom in Rise of Kingdoms, so I think if you ever fights and beats 2489 or 960 in a KvK, that's how, you know, get more and more powerful like that. T268 is trash. Hey, I mean, I think we're okay. We're a decent KD. We're a decent bunch. Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna call you Rosie. Exactly my sentiment. It's just like, damn. But yeah, is there anything else to watch while we're here? The fort was dropped. So I wanted to do a quick stream to see if there's anything going on, but there's not anything going on. It was a big problem, for sure. Oh yeah, the vote's done. The fort did not drop, or did not build, so. Alright. For pro, before I end the stream, I'll show my barb chaining commanders. It's not that impressive anymore because I haven't been barb chaining, but Richard at 11.2 billion barb kills. YSG would be the other one at 11.2 as well. So
모두 사람에게 달렸을 뿐.
You could migrate mid KvK to this. I heard about that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to stream in this KvK, so I'm gonna go ahead and host games. Show our stats. This is Alliance power. We're at 10.9. How empty is our alliance? Oh, we're full, but we have a lot of farm accounts in there probably. And then we're at 758 billion KP. So individual kills. I'm 11th now, so at least we're there. And then the individual power. We have Peacemaker, PJ Rib, and Baba TC Sun. So, all right, that'll probably be it for the stream. Hashtag Ploto raid once we get into games to stream. Give him some love. I haven't seen him stream in a while, so I'm gonna be raiding him. And I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We're gonna be watching that 1365, 1862, 1606, and 1903 KvK. So if that interests you, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Catch you guys later. Peace.